Hi students, welcome to ChemMax channel. This is Aruna Jagadish. I want to start my chemistry videos with the basics because without basics we cannot move further in the chemistry. I hope you can understand difficult topics with these basics. Students, as we look around, we can see many different objects such as phone, book, pen, table, TV, milk, oil, air, etc. Some objects are living, non-living, some objects are man-made and some are natural. Those objects we can take as matter. The entire universe is made up of matter and energy. Anything that has mass and occupied space is called matter, and it can be perceived by our one or more senses. Means we can touch, we can feel, we can hear, we can see, we can smell the matter. Matter can be classified in two ways: physical classification, chemical classification. Physical classification is based on the physical state of matter, whereas chemical classification is based on the chemical composition of matter. The properties of matter depends on its particles arrangement only. Based on the particles arrangement, the properties of matter will be. If you see the arrangement of particles in a solids, the particles are closely arranged in a solid, whereas there are some gaps between the particles of liquid. There are large gaps between the particles of gases. Based on the physical state of matter, the matter can be classified into three ways: solids, liquids, gases. The properties of matter such as shape, volume, intermolecular spaces and intermolecular forces, fluidity, rigidity, free surfaces, density, effect of heating, diffusion, compressibility and expansibility, etc. Coming to the solids. In solids, the particles are closely arranged. There is no gap between the particles. They are regularly arranged. That's why the solids have definite shape, volume and rigidity. The solids have many free surfaces because the surfaces available on solids are more. That's why we can say solids can have many free surfaces, and solids have high densities and also high melting points and boiling points due to this regular arrangement of particles only. Solids expand on heating but in very less extent because there is no gap between the particles. And solids do not diffuse. The reason behind this, there is no much gap between the particles to move. Coming to the liquids. In a liquids, the particles are arranged in such a way that there is some gap. A liquid is a fluid in which the particles are loosely arranged and can freely form a distinct surface at the boundaries of its bulk material. At the microscopic level, liquids exhibit some properties like shape and volume. Liquids have definite mass and volume. They do not have definite shape, but they can take the container's shape. The reason is the kinetic energy of the molecules of a liquid is very large, and so is the distance between the molecules. Thus, the attractive forces between the molecules of a liquid are small as compared to the solids. Therefore, the molecules of a liquid are free to move about within the liquid boundary, and hence the liquid can easily take the shape of the container in which it is placed. However, the volume of a liquid does not change because the molecules do not leave the liquid. Coming to intermolecular spaces and forces, the distance between the molecules is large compared to that of a solid. Thus, they have a greater intermolecular spaces than in solid, Due to this, they have less intermolecular forces of attraction than in solids. The force of attraction between the molecules of liquids is less than the solids, thus, liquids can flow from one place to another. Liquids are not as rigid as solids. They can be slightly compressed. The reason behind this, the intermolecular spaces in solids is more, but in liquids is larger than in solids. The free surfaces for the liquids have only one free surface. The densities of the liquids is generally less than that of the solids. Coming to effect of heating on liquids expands on heating. They expand far more than the solids and contract far more than solids on cooling. The particles of two different liquids can diffuse in one another depending upon the nature of molecules of liquids. For example, milk and water particles diffuse in one another, but the particles of oil and water do not diffuse. And examples of liquids: water, alcohol, benzene, CCl4, milk, oil, kerosene, mercury, etc. Coming to the gases. In gases, the particles are very free to move. Means there are large gap between the particles. Gases have neither definite shape nor definite volume. They occupy the entire shape of the given vessel in which they are enclosed. The reason is the intermolecular distance between the molecules of a gas are very large, with the result that the force of attraction between the molecules is negligible. And the molecules of gases have a very large kinetic energy. Thus, the molecules are practically free to move in any direction and hence can fill any space. Thus, the gases have neither definite shape nor definite volume. The intermolecular spaces in gas are large, but intermolecular forces in gases are very less than the liquids than in solids. Gases are highly compressible. Due to that, they have large intermolecular spaces. On applying pressure, these molecules simply come close to each other, thereby decreasing the volume of a gas. And they can expand on heating also. When the pressure on an enclosed gas is reduced, its molecules simply move apart, thereby increasing intermolecular spaces, and hence the volume also increases with the temperature. Gases have no free surfaces. The gases occupy an extremely large volume as compared to those solids and of liquids. Means the density of gases is very low, and gases can diffuse. Diffusion is nothing but the intermixing of substances, two or more substances is called diffusion. Gases can diffuse in large extent. Interconversion of matter means matter can be interconvertible. The interconversion of matter means these three states of matter are interconvertible to each other. Solid becomes liquid and gas becomes liquid and solid, and liquid becomes gas and solid. These are all done by changing the conditions of temperature and pressure. The process of solid changes to liquid is called fusion. The process of liquid changes to gas is called vaporization. The process of gas changes to solid and solid changes to gas, both are called sublimation. The process of gas changes to liquid is called condensation. The process of liquid changes to solid is called solidification. So these processes are different from the melting point and boiling points. These are the process, and melting point, boiling point are the temperatures. The temperature at which solid becomes liquid called melting point. The temperature at which liquid becomes gas is called boiling point. So do not confuse with these processes and melting point, boiling points. So I hope you all clear about these processes and melting point, boiling points. Till now, what you have learnt, let's see once again. The properties of solids, liquids, gases. Solids have definite shape, liquids and gases do not have definite shape, whereas solids, liquids have definite volume, gases do not have definite volume. Solids can be compressed in less extent, whereas liquids and gases can be compressed somewhat more extent. Solids cannot be flown, whereas liquids, gases can be flown. Solids cannot be diffused, whereas liquids, gases can be diffused. Solids have many number of free surfaces. Liquids have only one free surface, whereas gases have no free surfaces. Solids possess high density. Liquids possess slightly lower density than the solids, and gases have very, very low density. Coming to intermolecular distances are less in solids, more interparticle forces. In a liquids, more interparticle distances, less interparticle forces, whereas in gases, more interparticle spaces, very, very less interparticle forces. Solids can be expanded in less extent. Solids, liquids, gases are interconvertible to each other by changing the temperature and pressure. Do remember, processes are different from melting point and boil. If you like this class, please like, share, comment and subscribe my ChemMax channel. Thank you all.